Hey everyone, it's Julie. Welcome to Tuesday's Green Lighting Your Day. Um, Today I want to kind of talk about two topics. It's still the new year, and so we can still kind of think about how we're going to approach our lives. It's a good time for reflection. Um, it's not really Tuesday, it's Monday, right? For me. um, and this morning, or at least we learned that David Bowie died last night, Sunday, and today is Monday. And I'm in the same time zone or close to it, to the UK, where he died. And I don't know if everybody's a David Bowie fan. I was when I was a kid, and he was weird, and he was unique, and I was, I said to my ninth graders today, oh, David Bowie died. Well, who's David Bowie? Who is David Bowie? David Bowie, who had this really unique voice and took pop and rock music to different levels and created art, true art, out of music in ways that made people feel uncomfortable, that made people, whatever your views on gender and sexuality, made people uncomfortable with his music. And this is late 60s, early 70s I'm talking about. I mean, today his stuff would be, oh, well, he's wearing makeup. Oh, well, he looks androgynous. Oh, well, nowadays he looks tame. But back then, it was crazy. And anybody who liked him, you were crazy right along with him. I liked him, so I guess that made me a little crazy. So I want to talk about David Bowie a little bit, in regards to his last album. He released his last album just 2 weeks ago, knowing that he was dying, knowing that he would be dead. And he has a video on YouTube called Lazarus, Biblical Lazarus, in which he says, look up, I'm in heaven. He knew he was dying. I mean, gosh, can you imagine pushing the envelope, knowing you're dying, knowing that when this video gets released, you will be dead? Okay, so why am I talking about David Bowie? It's kind of like morbid, right? But not really, because David Bowie took chances. David Bowie was true to himself. David Jones, originally with his real name. David Bowie caused people to think. And didn't really care much about the consequences with regard to his art. Okay, so that's kind of my first point. And my second point is I have a prayer group that comes every Wednesday, and one day we were talking about how we shouldn't really care about what other people think about us. It's I know that it's a continuing theme in Green Lighting the Day, and within our social group on Facebook and other places, but not caring about what others think because that's their opinion. And one of my friends said, oh no, I care. How can you not care? And I was just so surprised, because I think that with your help and the help over the past 5 years, that I've known many of you, I've gotten to the point where not really much caring, you know, because it's really none of my business, is it? And I try to do what's right. I try to do what's good. But in the end, I can't stop and think and worry, because that takes time away from doing what's right and what's good, and doing what I think God has put me here for. And so coming full circle to David Bowie. Wow, what an energy, what a person who was willing to bend rules, not only in music but in art and socially, and create a message, knowing perhaps that he was right, but not really caring whether you liked his music or not. And creating and not worrying about the death, just continuing to live his life until the final end. Oh, I really want to be like that. So my thoughts are the life lessons that we get from people who, while I don't think that I am ever creative enough or inspiring enough like David Bowie, I certainly can live the life that God has given me and not really worry about what others think, but just continue to follow the path that sets before me. So that's kind of my message today. I hope it greenlights your day a little bit. I know you all are doing a great job of greenlighting my day. Have a great week, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.